I got a quote here from Tupac. He says, if you let a person talk long enough, you'll hear their true intentions. Listen twice, speak once. And that carries a lot of weight, especially in this world where you're dealing with a lot of people that come to you, approach you or whatever, and you don't know their intentions. And it's hard to figure that out. But sometimes if you listen to a person long enough, you'll find that out. See how they talk about other people that they're close to. Usually if you're meeting somebody for the first time or being around somebody maybe for the first time in close quarters, and you see how they talk about those that they're close to, it'll give you a lot of insight on how they'll treat you. It'll give you a lot of insight on what they think about you when they're talking with somebody else. So choosing friends and being close to people is one of those things where you have to be careful, because a lot of times you can't tell what somebody's intentions are with you as a person, but if you listen to how they deal with others that they're close to, you can get a grasp on that. They'll tell on themselves. So listen twice and speak once. In a situation like that, makes a lot of sense. And it can serve you and save you a lot of pain, because you'll know how to deal with somebody. You find out, okay, you deal with your people like this, I'm gonna have to cut back on how I deal with you, or not reveal so much about myself with you. But also, listening can have a good effect on how we deal with people in a different sense. That statement is a simple but it's profound principle in it that can transform the way we interact with people in the world. Listening twice, speaking once. The concept is rooted in the wisdom that our ears should be open more often than our mouths, not only to understanding others, but to truly grasp their intentions. See, in a world that moves at breakneck speed, a lot of times we find ourselves rushing to respond, eager to voice our opinions and fix things, quick to make judgments. But how often do we take a pause just to listen, to truly hear what other people are saying? The power of listening can't be overstated. It is through attentive listening that we uncover the truths that lie beneath the surface, the emotions that words might not fully capture, and the intentions that drive people's actions. When we listen twice as much as we speak to people, we create space for empathy. We begin to see the world through other people's eyes. We feel their joys, their struggles, and their aspirations. See, this deeper connection can foster and build up trust and understanding. It can bridge and mend gaps that words cannot. So by listening, we validate the experiences of others, showing them that their voices do matter. So listening can affect our relationships, can grow our relationships. See, whether it's with family, friends, colleagues, strangers, just imagine the difference that it would make if you truly listened. Instead of preparing your next argument or response, or waiting for a pause to interject, what if you focused on just understanding? You might discover hidden fears, unspoken dreams, and valuable insights that would otherwise go unnoticed. So as a young man, I don't want to hear what mom have to say. I don't want to hear what just listen. Learn to just listen. If you listen, you can gain a lot of insight. And a lot of times the people that we don't want to hear from, what little insight they may have can give us a lot of benefit. So just listen. Learn to listen. Listening twice also means that we become more thoughtful and intentional in our responses. When we take time to process what we've heard, our words carry more weight and meaning. We speak not to fill silence, but to contribute something of value. Our conversations become more enriching, more productive, and more meaningful. So while we're engaged in conversations with individuals, learn to listen, whether it's on the job interview, whether it's just to learn something about something that we're interested in from someone. Learn to just be quiet and just listen sometimes. We don't have to talk all the time and act like we know everything. By honing our listening skills, we become better leaders, friends, and human beings. Effective leaders listen to their teams, understanding their needs and motivations. Friends who listen offer support and companionship that words alone cannot. And as individuals, listening helps us grow, learn, and evolve. So we want to incorporate listen twice, speak once into our lives. Not just about communication, but it's about connections. It's about building a world where we all can be heard, understood, and valued, recognizing that every voice has a story, every person a unique perspective, and every interaction an opportunity to learn. You can learn so much by being a listener. People open up to you. When they see you listen, you will gain a lot of wisdom from people. They open up the floodgates of wisdom to share with you when they see that you're a listener. But when you talk too much, I'm not going to share anything with him. He knows too much already. I don't want to help him. But when you're a listener, people want to help you to know. They want to help you to know. And it's okay being a listener. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Listening builds a culture of respect. And in doing that, building that culture like that, when people see that you respect them and their opinion, and you value what they have to say, they give you the world. So imagine if you came in contact with 100 people this year, and all of them were willing to give you what they knew and insights that they knew. Whether it's you out here networking or whatever it is, if you just listened, ask reasonable questions and listen, you can gain a lot of insight and a lot of wisdom, because people will be willing to help you to achieve your goals. So that's what I wanted to share with everyone today. Listen, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like this type of information, subscribe to the channel so that we can continue to motivate our young men and help them to continue to grow as well. So everybody, this is Big Unc from G's to Gents. Stay safe and take care of each other.